On 22nd April, the first look of Bharat was released starring Salman Khan, Katrina Kaif and Sunil Grover. The movie is an official adaptation of the South Korean film Ode to My Father and is one of the most anticipated films of 2019 for various reasons. It is a Salman Khan starrer. The combination of Ali Abbas Zafar, Salman and Katrina has always raked in big bucks, and it is an Eid release, which always has a lot of expectations. The movie looks grand, intimidating and something I feel the actors, creators and every technical brain behind it have put their heart and soul in it. But of course, TRP ko problems to batani hai, to suno dosto. Here's me telling you exactly what the movie is going to be about, how it draws parallels from the original and predicting what may be its box office fate. So here is Tried and Refused Productions with predicting the story and box office performance of Bharat. The first phase, Hangnam evacuation in 1950 during the Korean War, where Chinese and Soviet-aided North forces were laying command on the UN and South Korean army. As all roadways were blocked, the Southern forces thought of evacuating by sea from Hangnam. Upon knowing this news, even refugees from the north wanted to flee due to the brutality and dire conditions in the north. As the forces kept the parameter waiting for the refugees to board entirely, the SS Meredith Victory, which was capable of only boarding 60 people including its cargo, the freight ship boarded close to 14,000 people and escaped to a nearby island close to South Korea. The movie, like the Ode to My Father, will portray the same theme of separation of one's country. Salman Khan as a child will lose track of his sister as his family is fleeing towards India, where the India-Pakistan partition was announced and lakhs of refugees cross the border. Jackie Shroff, his father, will tell him that he will find his sister, but he should go immediately to India with his mother and siblings and promise to him that he is going to be the head of the family and take care of them for the rest of his life. The siblings, in my opinion, would be Shashank Arora and Kashmira Irani, and the mother would be played by Sonali Kulkarni. The second phase. This will be the entertaining Bollywood phase, where all the elements of a commercial film will be presented. In a way, I feel this is going to be the introduction to the film, before we get to know the backstory of what happened with the family during the partition. This will include Salman doing an odd job of being a stuntman of sorts, riding his bike through a ring of fire, as the beautiful Disha Patani will be by his side, doing acrobatics and definitely dancing in every frame. These will be the moments created for the single screen theatres for all the hooting and cheering, the slow motion entries, the chart-busting hits, and of course, the over-the-top action. The third phase, Korean workers in West Germany. The disaster and fall of the South Korean economy due to the Korean War meant that there had to be methods found for its resurgence. 20,000 Koreans were dispatched to West Germany to work as nurses and miners in exchange for the miracle of Rhine, pertaining to the rapid development of Germany and Austria post the Second World War, leading to large and rich investments to help the rebirth of the Korean economy. This helped in creating international relations and develop an environment so that the country is financially sound. The journey and working conditions, despite being for the greater good of their country, was packed with severe hardship and struggle. Despite such a grilling path taken by the Koreans, their efforts led to massive reconstruction and economic resurgence for the country, basically from the dead. How this will be incorporated in Bharat is that in order to support his family, especially after the independence of the nation in 1947 and Jawaharlal Nehru's death, there is massive unemployment in the nation, which leads to the protagonist with his friend to seek for any kind of credible work that they can get. As they get to know there is massive oil production taking place in the Middle East, the two men are granted work visas by Katrina Kaif, who will surely be the love interest. I have to say one thing for sure, that Katrina Kaif and her command on the Hindi language has improved substantially, and she comes across as so comfortable on screen. Since zero, I feel like this is going to be a new, transformed and mature actor on the big screen. There will definitely be a catastrophic moment during the mining sequence, which the actor will persevere from, and this is the point we will learn about why he has such a vigor and resilience. The fourth phase. The third parallel that the movie will create with the Ode to My Father is that in the original movie, the man, knowing the pressure to get his sister married, will have to think of another job to take up so that he can fulfill these wishes, and is constantly reminded of the promise and word he had given his father. The protagonist joins the army and is a part of the Vietnam War. In process of aiding a villager to escape from the Viet Cong, he gets shot in his leg and suffers having a lame leg for life. This is where the movie portrayal will get rather problematic, as in order to meet the same wishes, Salman will join the Marine Eagles, and while traveling through waters infested by pirates, they will get attacked. A premise identical to that of Captain Phillips. The ship will not be armed, and anyone denying the resemblance is delusional. So in my opinion, the only problematic sequence, which will be a carbon copy from another film it is not adapted from, will be from this phase. Especially if you have seen Captain Phillips, you will be highly disappointed. The fifth phase. The phase of 1990 will be similar to that of the movie it is adapted from. In the original movie, there are news channels that would broadcast how families that were separated due to the Korean War are getting reunited. Similarly, in Bharat, Salman Khan will seek to be reunited with his father and sister, just like thousands of others seeking some kind of closure to meet their loved ones, family members that were separated in 1947. The sequence will be followed by a reunion of sorts, which I won't disclose, as at this point, the Indian director may take the creative freedom to go with another route. The final phase. Finally, in 2010, as Salman Khan and Katrina Kaif have become old raisins, we will come to the conclusion of whether the individual will ever reunite with his lost family members, will they ever get closure, or just look back at their life in absolute awe at the series of events and the setbacks they have overcome, and how this is their eventual fate together. The box office. This movie, in my opinion, will have all the elements to be a blockbuster. Will it be a perfect movie? Of course not. I know the movie will suffer through a few things like being extremely long, as it has to cover several decades. Just like the original, we are sure it would get rather indulgent and tiring to come to its conclusion, and the rather undeniable resemblance to copying the incident from Captain Phillips will definitely disappoint fans of the Tom Hanks film. I know one thing for sure, the movie hands down is going to rake in great numbers. It's going to be entertaining and heartfelt eventually. My only concern is that it may have too many elements to focus on, but knowing the timing of its release, the combination working together, the small glimpse of the song I heard, no matter what people say about Salman Khan, his acting incapabilities, mediocrity in performances, the man knows what he's doing, and this one will surely not be a disappointment for the masses. Badass comment to kar de bhai. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the trailer and what do you think will be its eventual fate. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.